morning. Welcome to another class of geography. Now, we'll continue from what we were doing in the previous class. We were talking about physiographic division. How many physiographic divisions we have in India. So, if a quick recap of how many physiographic divisions that we have. Number 1, mountains. Number 2, plains. Number 3, plateaus. Number 4, coastal plains. And number 5 is island. यो भयो 5 physiographic divisions. अब हामीले यो mountains कतिमा divide भएको छ त्यो पनि हामीले पढिसक्यो. Then plains, Rajasthan, Punjab, Ganga, Brahmaputra plain भन्न पनि पढिसक्यो. Plateau, माथिपट्टि Upper Highlands, then Deccan Plateau, and then Eastern Highland, coastal, Western coastal plains, Eastern coastal plains, Andaman and Nicobar Islands, Lakshadweep Islands. यो सबै पढिसक्यो. So we know. Now in today's class, अब हामी चाहिँ के पढ्छ भन्दा चाहिँ we're going to study about the significance. The word significance means importance. इसको महत्व, importance of physiographic division. यो जति पनि 5 वटा physiographic division छ यसको चाहिँ importance चाहिँ के हो? So what was the first physiographic division? It was the mountains. So we are going to study about the importance of mountains in India. यो physiographic division जुन चाहिँ पनि छ यो चाहिँ हाम्रो country India लाई चाहिँ कसरी benefit गर्छ? How are these things helping our country भनेर चाहिँ that is how we are going to significance of physiographic division is what we are going to study. Now northern mountains go first. They form natural boundary on the north from foreign invaders. Now India is to, let's say this will not look like India totally. Suppose here you have Pamir North and then you have Himalayas. Okay, these are the Himalayas. You say north party, northern, this is the northern part of India. They act as a natural boundary. Now say if you have huge wall, if you have huge wall on the northern part, they act as a natural boundary. They act as a barrier so that foreign invaders, foreign attackers, they do not come and attack India. Invaders, somebody who comes into our country unknowingly, the Himalayas say they act as a wall in front of us. Imagine if you have a wall in front of us, trespass gonna sakdaina. That is, they act as a natural boundary, like man-made, artificial boy, but this is a natural made boundary. They shut off the cold winds from Central Asia. Now we all know India is an Asian country. We all know India is an Asian country, and we have Pakistan here, then we have Afghanistan here. Then this side we have Tibet and China. So they shut the cold winds from Central Asia. This sabai Asia bhayo, yahanira parts of Asia cha. Himalayas, they act as a wall. So jun चाहिँ cold wind हुन्छ यो Central Asia पट्टि, Central Asia or Western Asia, Eastern Asia जहाँबाट भए पनि the Himalayas most, किनभने यहाँपट्टि त Eastern Asia पट्टि त बेसी influence छैन, तर basically they shut off the cold winds from Central Asia. Central Asia बीच देखिको चाहिँ they act as a wall, and so जति पनि चिसो हावाहरु Central Asia मा छ it is blocked by the Himalayas. So त्यो कारणले के हुन्छ भन्दा चाहिँ we do not receive the intense coldness which we would have if the Himalayas were not there. So अर्को चाहिँ shut भनेको बन्द गरिदिन्छ, they stop. The rain bearing southwest monsoon winds blowing from the Indian Ocean gets obstruction from Himalayan barrier. Now yo kasari, I'm going to explain this third part. Now we have this. This is Arabian Sea. Then you have Indian Ocean, you have Bay of Bengal. Everybody knows this? Yanira, the monsoon always starts from the Direction चाहिँ जहिले पनि याद गर्नुपर्छ. This is north, this is west, this is east, and this is south. Okay, of the mostly. Now south west भनेपछि यो direction. South west direction देखिको monsoon winds जान्छ. We all know this, and it goes up. It goes up. I hope this looks like India, but your southwest monsoon wind, the Himalayas act as an obstruction. Now see, the wind is going from this side and you have the Himalayas here. Okay, you have the Himalayas. The wind going from this side, the Himalayas are here. So Himalayas, the rain-bearing southwest monsoon winds blowing from the Indian Ocean, gets obstruction from the Himalaya. So you let's say Himalayas act as an obstruction. So jun chahi pani uttapati janu parne ho, the Himalayas they act as an obstruction, and then they pour rain in parts of India. They pour rain. Otherwise, if hamro country India ma, if we did not have Himalayas, the southwest monsoon wind would have drifted away further. Tara yo Himalayas le garda chai jun chai southwest monsoon winds gako huncha Himalayas le garda chai obstruction gardincha, barrier huncha, anta त्यही कारण चाहिँ a lot of rain is received over different states in India, in the northern state. Tinta bhayo. Now number 4, the Himalayas are a source of innumerable rivers. Now let me rub this. We all know Himalayas yaha cha. Then you have Ravi, Jhelum, Chenab, Ravi, then you have bees. It flows towards this side. Then here you have Ganga, Yamuna, Gandak, Ghagra, Kosi, all these rivers are here. Your rivers are Ganga kasari suru bhako? Himalayas bata. Himalayas are the main source. There is a long river Ganga cha. So Ganga ka tributaries ho. Ghagra, Gandak, Kosi, Gomti, Yamuna. Yo sabbai it's a tributary of river Ganga. So Himalayas ka mool sotra ka cha. Where is the source of these rivers? The glaciers are there. The Himalayas, not melting. Your Himalayas ma jun chai ice huncha, it does not melt. So it is from the Himalayas that you have a lot of rivers like Ganga. Innumerable bhaneko anaganti, a lot of rivers. Ganga, Yamuna, Gandak, Gomti, Kosi, Ghagra. These are the rivers that are there. This may look a little untidy. Let me drop this and do it for you. Your Himalayas we have here. So Himalayas source, there are rivers that drift towards this side, and Yanira Ganga, Yamuna, Gandak, Son, Bet, Ghagra, pura dhere rivers haru. So this is how, 4th point, the Himalayas are a source of innumerable rivers. Muhan ho, source ho, where a lot of rivers are born. Now we come to the last. I keep telling you all, I 5 point discuss because 5 points lekhnu bhanera madhyamik ma huncha. So that is the reason why I discuss only 5 points. The forest resources are found in the Himalayas. Now the forest resources. So Himalayas are the source. Kina bhanda chai Himalayas, you have a lot of forests in the Himalayas. Kina bhanda you have rivers flowing there, the soil is good. So a lot of forest is there in the Himalayan region, and the forest resources like timber, lots of trees, teak, sal, you sabai auncha. And then it is because of this forest resources, the Himalayas help in eco-tourism. and scenic beauty, because greenery, a lot of greenery is seen in the Himalayan region. So yo panchota point bhayo to show why the northern Himalayas are important. Okay, after Himalayas we have plains. Now the second physiographic division from the mountains, we move to the plains, yanira plains, the northern plains. So the second physiographic division is the plains, and significance I explained it to you all, it is the importance. You plain check all the rivers, they start from Himalayas. All the rivers, they flow from the Himalayas, and rivers, they carry with them sediments. I keep telling this, they carry with them sediments, silt, a lot of fertile soil with them. So this plain from the word plain we come to know it is something flat. So it is a flat land. So this flat land is rich in alluvium. This flat land is rich in alluvium, and because you have to malilo mato le garda soil rich in alluvium bhanepachi, if the soil is good, it helps in agriculture. So the plains, they are rich in alluvial and then they support agriculture, is the first advantage of plains. Now second, these are areas that support dense population. Now plains ma cha ke huncha bhane chai, this is a plain area, you do not have rough terrain, matlo ukalo chadnu parne pahad jasto ya it is not deep enough. It has a the landscape chai kasto cha bhanda it is flat, and jab yo flat ma chai these are areas that support dense population bhanako chai kasari chai, why do we have dense population is because a lot of people go there for settlement. If you have a rugged terrain, the terrain is good. Landscape is smooth and the ghar bananu it's easier. So that is the reason why you have the settlement takes place, and the the population is obviously dense. Agriculture pani huncha, so kheti pati pani garihalcha, landscape ramro huncha. So plain is an area where you have dense population. That is why you have Bihar, UP, Punjab and pura dhere population tha bhन्छ, it is because these areas have plains in them. These areas come under the plains. Network of roadways, railways, waterways, rendering transportation and communication. Like I said again, this is plain area. Your plain area ma you do not have difficulty roadways ko lagi. Railways pani smoothly नै construction of roadways, construction of road hunu sakta, construction of railway track hunu sakta, waterways pani, because you have a lot of rivers in this, Ganga, Brahmaputra, Gandak, Ghagra, the waterway pani sajile huncha. Road bhaneko sadak, way, a place where the road goes is known as roadways. Okay, rail, train hinne batoharu, waterways. This is where the ship goes. So waterways, roadways, railways, your plane, it affects, the planes make a better network of all these things. On the roadways, your railways, your transportation, it's a medium of transportation and communication. Sajilo banaucha planes ma chai, because easy connect huncha. Yaha suppose road cha hare yanira, roadways, then you have railways, and then you have waterways, your tinta. So when you have three things, you tinta cheese sajilo prakarle chai euta jagama bhaninu sakcha bhane what does it make? Transportation facility ayihalcha plains ma chai. So this is the third point, network of roads. Fourth point, ideal for factory establishment and job opportunities. Again, your plain area you have a lot of population because yahako mato le garda, yahako landscape le garda, your area ideal for settlement ho. And the yahanira chai dherai wata factories haru establish garnu sakcha. And when a lot of factories established and a factory ma workers chahiyo, and factories are one of the major source who takes in people. So tele garda job opportunities pani increase bhayihalcha. And one important factor, one important thing जुन चाहिँ के हो भन्दा चाहिँ we've heard about Mohenjo-daro, Harappan civilization, Indus Valley civilization. तर यो जुन चाहिँ हामीले Indus Valley civilization हुन्छ, where did it flourish? It is in this northern plain of India that the most famous civilization, the Indus Valley civilization, started its flourishment. So with this, again यो पनि के हो, पाँचैवटा point हो. So with this we come to know the 5 significance of the plains of northern India. We come to the third physiographic division, again plateau, the Peninsula Plateau. यो Peninsula Plateau चाहिँ कुन थियो? A plateau which starts from here. यो हामीले पहिला नै पढिसकेको छ. This plateau, it's slightly tilted. यहाँनिर यो तीनटा भागमा डिवाइड गरेको थियो. The Central Highlands, the Eastern Highlands, यो यहाँदेखिको यहाँ मेघालय हेर्छिमा छ, Eastern Highlands, and the Deccan Plateau. So यसको significance or यसको value चाहिँ के हो भन्दा चाहिँ, it is a storehouse of mineral. यो plateau मा चाहिँ यो जुन चाहिँ, and together everything यो सबैलाई चाहिँ Peninsula Plateau भन्छ. So जब हामीले significance पढ्छ, we talk about the entire plateau. यो part Central Highland को मात्रै हैन, Eastern Highland को मात्रै हैन, Deccan Plateau को मात्रै हैन. Storehouse of minerals like copper, mica, coal. भनेको यो minerals हरु storehouse भनेको, this is a place where all these minerals are found. Like खानी, एउटा खानी हुन्छ नि minerals हरुको, त्यो चाहिँ copper, mica, coal, etc. अरु पनि छ, तर these are few minerals that are found in the Peninsula Plateau. Now we've already spoken about when we were talking Peninsula Plateau. यहाँनिर Peninsula Plateau मा चाहिँ के छ भन्दा चाहिँ, यो especially in Peninsula part of India, यो part of India मा चाहिँ plateau यहाँ भयो, 2 rivers flowing to the west and a lot of rivers flowing to the Mahanadi, Godavari, Krishna, Kaveri. A lot of rivers they flow to the Bay of Bengal. Khali duita river mate Arabian Sea ma they flow. We've spoken about this. So because these rivers that flow to a peninsula India are swift, ekdam chitto, they flow very fast. So when there's anything they flow fast and from a great height, त्यसले चाहिँ के हुन्छ भन्दा चाहिँ hydel power generation को लागि help गर्छ. So the rivers of Peninsula India are swift, एकदम छिट्टो छ, and it helps in hydel power generation. Generation means it helps in the creation of hydroelectricity. Now crops like cotton, sugarcane, coffee are grown. यो त simple छ, यो because Deccan Plateau मा के छ, it is Deccan Plateau is हामीले सानैदेखि पढ्दै आएको, यो Deccan area मा black soil हुन्छ भनेर, and so black soil is एकदम नै fit and ideal for cotton. Black soil is a cotton grow, it helps in the growing of cotton. So crops like cotton, sugarcane, coffee, etc. are grown in this region. Your importance. Now another factor of importance is, this is something that you all need to know. Tourist centers, Shillong. We all know Shillong in the northeast, which is in the Meghalayan Plateau. It is one of the tourist centers. Taya kayaking heru huncha. So, and Shillong ko landscape, the beauty of the land, it attracts a lot of tourists, and this is in the northeast. यो चाहिँ कुन चाहिँ हाइल्यान्ड मा पर्छ भन्दा चाहिँ Eastern Highland. किनभने मैले plateau तिमीहरुलाई के भनेको छु, it is there Central Highland Plateau भयो, then you have Deccan Plateau, and the east patti you have Eastern Highland Plateau. So tourist centers like Shillong in the Meghalayan Plateau, Panchgani, यो नाम सुनिरहेको होला Panchgani भनेर, that is in the Deccan Plateau. Netrahat in the Chota Nagpur Plateau. Abu Yanira, this is something that I would like to write it down for you all. Tourist centers. You bhayo tumarko Peninsula India. In the Peninsula India, you have plateau. This is your plateau. And this plateau somehow a part of it extends this side as well. Yanira pani Eastern Highlands sama a part of it extends here. So yanira Shillong tha. Yanira then you have Panchgani. This is in Deccan Plateau, and in the Chota Nagpur Plateau you have Netar Hat. So in 3 different parts you have the tourist centers. Now the last the dense valuable timber or vegetation. This plateau also has a lot of minerals. All this physiographic division, mountains, plains, plateaus, jati pani cha, the soil in them are rich. Mountains ma forest tha, different kinds of pine forests huncha. Plains ma sabai rivers haru ल्याएको sediments haru त्यही huncha. And plateau also you have, this is a storehouse of minerals. यो सबै minerals haru त्यही पाइरहेको हुन्छ. And dense valuable timber or vegetation are grown in this area. Plateau is another region where a lot of dense vegetation takes place. For example, timber. With this, we have another, third boy. We finished 3. Now we come to coastal plains and islands. Why are they important? Now the 4th physiographic division. Again, significance, importance of coastal plains. यो चाहिँ कहाँनिर हुन्छ भन्दा coastal plains चाहिँ कहिले हुन्छ भन्दा यो Peninsula Plateau. Peninsula Plateau को यहाँनिर जुन चाहिँ plains छ त्यसलाई चाहिँ coastal plains भन्छ. यो east western coastal plains भयो गुजरात देखिको अस्ति मैले भर्खर एक्सप्लेन गरे गुजरात देखिको कन्याकुमारी सम्म यो eastern coastal plains बंगाल देखिको कन्याकुमारी सम्म योलाई चाहिँ eastern coastal plains भन्छ. I've already explained अस्ति भर्खरै मैले यो पढाको eastern coastal plains and western coastal plains. यो western plains भयो यो eastern plains भयो. अब यसको significance के हो? यहाँनिर you know a lot of rivers are there. यहाँनिर 2टा river छ. यहाँनिर lot of rivers are there. So यहाँनिर यो जुन चाहिँ river ले it forms delta. So the deltas of Mahanadi, Krishna, Kaveri, they are rich in fertile soil. Time and again I keep telling you all, the rivers they bring sediments, fertility. The rivers carry with them sediments and they euta jagama deposit hunदै गयो भने चाहिँ the soil के हुन्छ त्यो fertile हुन्छ. So the deltas जुन चाहिँ यो महानदी, कृष्ण, कावेरीले बनाएको छ, they are very rich in fertility. And जब soil मलिलो हुन्छ हामीले agriculture को लागि important हुन्छ, त्यसमा a lot of crops can be grown. Ports of Mumbai, Chennai, Cochin, ports. Suppose यहाँ Mumbai port भयो, Mumbai port, यहाँ Chennai port. यो चाहिँ land and water मा चाहिँ this is a harbor or a port. यसले गर्दा चाहिँ international trade लाई help गर्छ, because from the land when anything ought to be taken to another country via seaways, त्यहाँनिर चाहिँ त्यहाँदेखिको harbors हरु छ, ports हरु छ, जुन चाहिँ ports छ यो coastal ports, all the cities that are located on the coast, त्यसमा ports, all these ports of Mumbai, Chennai, Cochin, they help in international trade. International trade भनेको trading अन्य countries सँग it makes it easier. Ideal site for settlement. यो पनि त्यही हो, मैले जुन चाहिँ northern plains को बारेमा कुरा गरे, the northern plains they have fertility, plain छ area, त्यहाँनिर dense population छ, किनभने जब जमिन plain छ अन्त त्यहाँनिर agriculture गर्नु सक्छ, factories को हुन्छ, मान्छेहरु धेरै आउँछ. Likewise, ideal भनेको suitable. It is suitable where it is very suitable. यो area चाहिँ settlement, human मान्छेहरु बस्नुको लागि चाहिँ यो area plains हो नि त. So plains are always fertile, settlement सजिलो हुन्छ. यो coastal plains पनि like the northern plains यहाँनिर मान्छेहरु settle गर्छ because of the fertility, agriculture and a lot of things. Marine fishing. Coastal plains ko a lot of rivers are there and the coastal plains yahanira dekhyo bhane, now if you have a look at this diagram, यहाँ Arabian Sea छ, यहाँ Bay of Bengal छ, यहाँ Indian Ocean छ. यहाँ a lot of rivers are there जुन चाहिँले delta form गर्छ यहाँनिर दुईटा river छ marine fishing important occupation of यहाँनिर coastal areas छ यहाँ sea यो ocean seas हेरु पनि छ river पनि छ so यहाँनिर चाहिँ fishing is important and marine fishing चाहिँ के हो यहाँ coastal plains हेरुको एउटा occupation पनि हो marine fishing now last one the deltas जुन चाहिँ हामीले भनेको छ महानदीको तल डेल्टा बनिन्छ गोदावरीको त्यहाँ डेल्टा बनिन्छ these deltas are potential source of minerals like अघि हामीले पेनिन्सुला प्लाटोमा पढेको जस्तै जस्तो माइका कपर आइरन यो डेल्टाज मा पनि they are again a lot of minerals are found or formed they are a storehouse as well त्यहाँनिर oil natural gas हेरको चाहिँ यो deltas ले चाहिँ promote गर्छ यहाँनिर so with this is again 5 points these are simple points मैले simplify गरेर लेखिदिएको छु तिमीहरुकै book हो but I made it little simple so that you all can understand the key points coastal plains ko significance are these 5 points the deltas are a potential source of minerals. Now we have the last physiographic division, त्यहाँदेखिको significance हाम्रो सकिन्छ. Now the last physiographic division is the islands. यो islands, now again Peninsula India मा अस्ति नै मैले तिमीहरुलाई पढाउँदा this is Bay of Bengal, again repeat, this is Arabian Sea, this is Indian Ocean. यहाँनिर Andaman and Nicobar Islands, Andaman and Nicobar Islands छ. These are union territories. Yanira Lakshadweep Islands. I told you all to remember A, B like this way. Andaman yaha cha, then Bay of Bengal yaha cha bhanera. So you significance of these islands hami totality ma chai padcha yanira. Yo Andaman and Nicobar Islands cha, yanira Lakshadweep Islands cha. So Andaman and Nicobar Islands produce valuable timber like teak, valuable timber, teak and mahogany. Andaman and Nicobar Island ले चाहिँ a lot of trees, a lot of valuable timber त्यहाँनिर चाहिँ produce गर्छ, provide गर्छ त्यहाँनिर they all timber, teak, mahogany हरु चाहिँ they grow in the Andaman and Nicobar Islands. So this is nothing hard for you all to remember. Speciality and when we say these islands please remember यो जुन चाहिँ Andaman and Nicobar Lakshadweep Island together गरेर चाहिँ the islands हुन्छ together दुईटा island Andaman and Nicobar गरेर चाहिँ we are talking about this okay so spices are produced and जुन चाहिँ यो spices हरु produce गरेको छ यहाँ यो island मा चाहिँ spices are grown and त्यहाँनिर spices produce हुन्छ यहाँ spices बनाउँछ यो island मा and जुन चाहिँ यो spices हुन्छ they exported भनेको चाहिँ अरु countries मा बेच्छ यो spices हरुलाई now attracts tourists island ho this is very beautiful अब island भन्दा नै हामीले मैले like I told you all if you all have been to it or if you all have seen in maps or if you all have googled it त्यहाँनिर देख्दा नै हामीले we see a lot of beautiful images and Port Blair we know is the capital of Andaman and Nicobar it attracts a lot of tourists attracts tourists भनेको विदेशीहरु पुरा घुम्नु आउँछ not only विदेशीज हाम्रै Indian people also from different parts of the state they come to visit now fourth one helps to develop tourism industry मैले अस्ति तिमीहरुलाई पढाउँदा के भने भन्दा Lakshadweep Island is a coral island coral reefs हरु हुन्छ अनि त्यहाँनिर चाहिँ a lot of greenery is seen हरियालीले भरेको हुन्छ so all both these islands Andaman and Nicobar Islands ले चाहिँ के हुन्छ भन्दा it develops in tourism industry tourism touristहरुलाई influx of tourists ल्याउने tourist attract गर्ने things हरु चाहिँ all these landscape हरुले गर्दा all these trees and coral island ले गर्दा चाहिँ यो islands which is the union territory अस्ति पनि मैले पहिला भनेको so they help in boom tourism लाई चाहिँ इनाले facilitate गर्छ and tourism industry चाहिँ develop भनेको उन्नति tourism industry is one of the leading industry which helps in economy त्यसले चाहिँ these islands help the tourists to come because of its beauty and that is when the tourists come it develops tourism industry in India so with this we finish the 5 physiographic divisions and with this we finish the 5 physiographic division and why these physiographic division the important भनेर पनि हामीले सक्यो. In the next chapter we will study about different topic, but यो physiographic को चाहिँ सबै हामीले नै सक्यो. Please, like I keep telling you all, physiographic but maps important छ, and your significance you'll have to mark it up. Maps